What is going on, guys? It's AR Edwards Vintage Flips. Back at you guys with another one. How you guys doing? It's been a while. Too long. Just pause this real quick. Waiting on Bobby, aka Krillin, to come on the building. How you guys doing? Saturday. How you guys enjoying your Saturday? How's your Saturday treating you guys out there? Let's see who we got. All right. Waiting on Bobby Krillin. I just sent him the link. See how he's doing. I don't even know, Tracy. Honestly, I don't even know. What's going on, Derek? I sent him the link like 5 minutes ago. He hasn't hit me back yet. So we might just go ahead and just move on and keep this thing going. What's going on, Derek? Tommy, what's going on, buddy? We waiting on Krillin to get situated. I don't know what's going on with him. I just sent him the link, but honestly don't know. He wasn't even online. He hit me earlier and said, "Make sure you got me on. You got me on at 8:00 because it looks like we're going on at 7." And I was like, "Don't worry, Krillin, I got you. We're going on. Don't worry." You know what I'm saying, Tracy? I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I just invite him, if he doesn't show, he doesn't show, It is what it is. I'm not tripping. But how you guys doing, man? Waiting on Krillin. I got Tobias, he's ready. He's in the back, he's ready. So, if he doesn't answer, then, we'll just keep it rolling. We might just bring on my boy Tobias. My head, just go ahead and bring him on. So, but how you guys doing, man? I was out today sneaker shopping, doing some high-end sneaker shopping today. Yeah, let me go ahead and give him a call. Yeah, I was out high-end sneaker shopping today, trying to catch some Yeezys. I just sold a pair of Yeezys, the 700 Boost, this past Wednesday. What's up, Krillin?
What's up, man?
Answer your line, man. I got you on the stream. I just sent you the link.
Oh, all right. I got to jump on the link. All right, because I didn't think you were going to be calling me over here.
Yeah. Well, Tommy told me to call you, give you a heads up. He said you might be asleep.
Oh, that's it. Oh, good idea, because I didn't hear it, because I've been, I had this thing charged. I was just running around the office.
I got you, buddy.
So I'm going to just click that. Okay.
All right, boy. We got him. We got him on. What's going on, Sonny? I got his questions here ready for him. I got a few questions for him. We're on that dose of Rona tonight, I don't know how you guys do it on your Saturday nights, but we're getting ready for the Cowboys. I'm watching we're getting the Cowboys ready. Yeah, I got him on the phone. He's coming right now. Shot him at again. Let's see if he gets on there. There you are, Bobby. Hey. What's going on, Bobby?
All right.
Hey.
Now, is this better here?
That's better there, Bobby.
No. Okay. Because I know sometimes I have it ready at certain.
That's beautiful.
Okay, let's see. Because I have to set my contraptions up in a nice.
Here we go. You got the microphone, you got the headphones, you got everything in that phone right there, man.
Yeah,
That's what's going
everything is
on. What's
right
going
there.
on? That's all you need. You
Yep.
know, people are like, oh, you need the whole setup. You need the microphone. You don't need all that, man. You just need your good
You
old
know,
iPhone. What you got? An iPhone Max
I got Metro
13.
PCS, man.
There you go, man.
I got
Yeah.
I got the Samsung that they have on special.
Hey,
For
there you go.
whatever it was,
It's not.
100. I'm not going to spend 800 on a phone, 1,000 on a phone, 12. You
There's no
you
need
you
to.
don't need all that stuff.
You
Such a
don't need
waste
it,
of
man.
money.
We
And
got
because you know
Tommy.
what it is too.
What's up?
Because you know how it is.
What'd you say?
It's when you have the newest technology, it's still
Right.
never enough. It just becomes a I can't think of the terminology for it, but it's like you have to have more, and it's like if you have to have the newest phone and the newest this and the newest that, it will
It's like
never
a
be enough.
code. It'll never be, and they don't want it to be enough. They don't make it to be enough. That it's a code. You got to follow it. If you don't follow it and buy new parts and buy the new watch and the new shoes that tracks your heartbeats, you're not part of the code. You're not a cool kid. I know. I don't buy
I
it
know
though, but
because it's.
you
I'll
know.
tell you a quick story. My my sister, let's just say she's got some issues, and she lives in Pennsylvania. Okay,
Yeah.
and she had some financial issues, and my mother, was trying to help her out, obviously, because
Right.
it's her daughter.
Yeah.
And my mother's looking at her bills, of course. She said, "Well, you're having trouble. Let me look at your." And she has to have, like, say, the newest iPhone, the newest this, the newest that. So my
Right.
mother's asking me, my mother who's 75 years old, asking me, she's like, "Well, what's the difference between the phone that we have and her phone?" And I'm like, "Nothing."
Yeah.
For all intents and purposes. Oh, my
It's
sister just
nothing.
works in an office job. She doesn't need
Yeah.
to have. It's not like she has something.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Exactly. I mean, it's people make a big deal about it, man. And it's really, like I said, it's just something that just it's a fashion, it's a trend, man. Eventually it's gonna, you know. But I got a couple
Yep.
questions for you, Krillin. We got a couple questions from the audience. People want to know,
Great.
man. Where did the name Krillin originate from, man? Where did
Okay.
this originate? But hold up. But before we go there, I met you on Tommy Barnhart's show, and
Mhm.
you was going by Krillin. And so I was like, okay, I was kind of confused because then I found out, later on, your Instagram, your original name is Bobby, but you on
Well,
Instagram you go
that's
by
my name.
Bob's Blazers and Vintage.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
explain the whole name thing.
Okay. Well, I had explained to someone else before, and I'm sure you're going to agree with me because somebody else, I don't know, was either trying to rib me or they were just like not agreeing. How many times you have to make emails or make passwords or make something? You're just signing up for school or you're signing up for whatever the heck it is, and
Yeah.
you literally will look and, like, I'll say, all right, this bottle of Smells Be Gone, I'm gonna make, fragrance is gonna be my password
Right.
because I'm never gonna remember. I'm just like, fragrance FR, whatever.
Right.
So what happened was Krillin is just a character that was in a Dragon Ball Z movie. Okay.
I remember. I grew up
Cartoon.
watching DBZ. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So what happened was I was like I was like watching a video on, or whatever, what DV, something, whatever it was. And then I had to make a whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
And then so all I did was just put in, because
Bada
this
boom,
was
bada bang. You shake it up, you rock it, and it comes out.
because what happened was when I made the email or whatever it was, this was
Right.
before I was like going on YouTube or anything. So it was just like, it was just an email. So, like, no, they're not password. But
it's not password, guys. Do not look up those as passwords out there. Anywhere.
Yes.
Anywhere
And
past New York,
every
please.
every site there is in the world. I think probably every website on Earth blocks you from making your password pretty much. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
that's not true. I shouldn't say that. But I know you
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
put
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
password is just to have uppercase, X, whatever the fuck. Anyway, make the story short. So
Right.
basically, what happened was I just saw it in there.
Right.
I just saw whatever it was, and I made it. And then I just started when I started going into YouTube live chats and stuff like that, comment sections.
Yeah.
That's what people
It's an
started
a-
calling me,
it,
and that's what.
it's an alias. It's an alias. And then I get onto the Instagram and I find out, well, right, you do the suits. If you guys don't know,
Yeah,
Krillin does suits. He's always on Tommy Barnhart show. He's always talking about his you got a massive collection of suits, and that's what you sell on eBay, right?
sure. That's
For the
that's
most part.
that's my go-to.
Right.
When I go to the thrift store or something like that, or like estate sales, my first thing is I go, and the reason being, and I've niched down from there. I sold a lot of different stuff. I sold magazines and coffee mugs and you know, whatever, antique
Right.
stuff,
Right.
whatever it
Right.
was. But my problem when I started trying to sell, say, antique items or different kind of collectibles or whatever it is, it just seemed like I would spend so much time doing research.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I recommend people niching, because you you people don't kind of like count that in their listing
Right.
price. They have to sit
It.
there, and I have to go on to Facebook groups and say, "Oh, what is this thing? Is this from the 1800s? Is this from
Yeah.
1920s? Or what is it? Oh, is this Japanese or is this Korean? You know what I mean?
Right.
And then you spend so much time researching that I just find it's better than it. And also, like, the items that I find that are like, a lot of people are to media where you can just scan it. There's a million
Right.
people chasing those type of items. You go to the estate sales.
Exactly.
Like tomorrow, there's an estate sale. They got video games. There's got to be 1,000 people there just for that video game.
It's
Dreamcast
true.
video games. So I'm not going to chase
It's
after
true.
them.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Because it becomes time consuming when you stretch yourself, right? You're stretching yourself. You get into a lot of niches, and it just becomes it's too much. It's too thin. You thin yourself out on time. It's consuming. Like you said, you're always researching, and yeah, it makes sense. I definitely get that. Um, so Krillin, next question we have for you is uh, you're from Staten Island, right? Staten Island, New
No,
York.
I'm from Long Island, Jacob,
Okay, Long Island.
Benz. Yeah.
Okay,
Now, Long Island is the island that sticks out from the continental United States. It sticks out like horizontally,
right. And then you
directly,
got
like.
New York. Then you got New York City, which is like the main hub, and then the rest of it is like the island, kind of,
Well,
sort of.
yeah. I'll do it real quick.
It's just a big long island,
Well, New York City
right?
has the five boroughs: has Manhattan, Staten Island,
Manhattan,
Brooklyn,
Staten
Queens, and
Island,
Bronx. The
right?
only part of New York City that's actually connected to the United States, physically,
Yeah,
is the Bronx. Everything
right,
else,
right, right,
Staten
right.
Island is an island, Manhattan Island is an island, and Brooklyn and Queens are on the actual island of Long Island. Okay, the
Right,
actual island itself, but we're a different county than the city. So when people say, "Oh, we live
gotcha.
in New York City," so Long Island we're a suburb of New York City.
Suburb, right? Got you. Okay, because I was always assuming that you was from Staten Island, but yeah, I got you. So
Jakob,
because the question, Yakov,
yeah,
Benz, got you. And then so
correct.
you guys' Benz or your Goodwill Benz would be in Queens, right? Well, the
And
closest
that's
closest
the
one to you guys.
complicating part. The Goodwill Bins is in a plate is in a part of Queens called Long Island City, which is it's technically in New York City. It's
Okay,
in Queens, just before the bridge that would bring you into Midtown Manhattan. But
got you.
for me, if there's no and to see how far it is, it could be 2 hours to get there. It could be 30 minutes to get there. It all
Got you.
depends on what time and accidents and snow and this and that or whatever.
Got you. Got you. Um, we got Tracy Parks. Let me see what's in there. Um, we got Sonny said Treasure Island here in Vegas is in fact not an island. We didn't know that, Sonny, but thank you for clearing that up for us, Sonny. I don't know what he. I don't. I don't
Living
know
out
what
in
he
the middle
meant
of the
by
desert, that would be weird.
that. Yeah, Sonny's out there in the middle of the desert. He can't wait to get back here to Poteet so he can pick these strawberries. Um,
Mm,
all right, that's good, man.
sure.
Yeah. So yeah, because we, I was always, I was always thinking you were from Staten Island, so that question was going to go into because I know a lot of people out in Staten Island. They really, really, they love Sopranos. So a lot of people out there, are
I like The
Italian.
Sopranos. I was always a fan.
Yeah,
I
no,
know I'm
I
very
love the
familiar
Sopranos.
with the
That's what I
show.
was saying.
Yeah,
I love the
I know
Sopranos.
the
So
characters. I followed all throughout the pandemic, especially when we were locked down tight.
yeah,
There was a whatchamacallit, there was a podcast with Bobby Bacala and
yeah,
Christopher, with
yeah.
called
Um,
Talking Sopranos. You've heard of it?
no, 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 no. But those that was the name of the show, right? Or the podcast.
It was called Talking Sopranos. It was like the five every week they would go over that week's episode, and they would
Got
bring
you,
on guests to talk about it.
got you.
And actually, a couple of towns away from me was the scene. Do you remember there was a? If you said you're a fan, there was
Yeah, I mean,
one of the
watch it, but I'm
episodes.
not a fan.
Well, I'm saying, but there was the guy Bobby Bacala, another heavy. You know that guy is. You remember when he
Yeah, yeah.
dies? He gets shot in a train. He's in a train store, like a toy train store.
I think that was on season 3 or 2.
No, it was one of the later ones. But anyway, that place
Oh, okay,
that's near my house. That's near
okay,
my
okay,
house. And
okay.
also, there's a guy named Vito. He turns out to be homosexual. He's like the chubby guy. Do you
Yeah,
know who that guy
yeah,
is?
yeah, 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 yeah.
That guy, he lives in my area. He lives a couple of towns away. I see him once in a while.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I follow. I don't know if you follow him. He's actually Cuban. His name is they call him Uncle Joey. Uncle Joey on The Sopranos.
Oh,
Big heavy set
okay.
guy. He goes by Uncle Joey on The Sopranos. No,
Oh,
he's actually not on The Sopranos. I take it back. But he plays in the Jersey edition. There's a movie that just came out on the
mhm.
mob out of Jersey, and I forgot the
Okay.
name of it. You guys in the
Is
chat
this you
remind
talking
me.
about
I don't.
many saints in Newark? Is that you talking about the prequel?
Many Saints in New York. Exactly, New York.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Newark,
Newark.
Newark.
Yeah, yeah. He comes
Yeah,
out in
Newark,
there.
New
I
Jersey.
follow
Yeah.
him, and he's something special, man. That guy. I thought he was an Italian at first, but he's really
Yeah.
Cuban. He's really he's followed by Joe Rogan, and Joe. He's always on Joe Rogan's
Oh,
show.
Joey Diaz. Joey Diaz.
Joey Diaz is
He's
his
always
name. Joey
he's
Diaz,
always talking
but they
about
call him Uncle
smoking
Joey.
pot, and smoking weed and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, he's
yeah,
a funny
yeah,
guy. I never watched any of his stuff. I probably he does do stand
yeah.
up comedy. Okay,
Yep.
I'm sure it's on
Funny
YouTube.
as fuck. That guy's funny as fuck. Let me tell you something.
No, I have seen him. Well, Joe Rogan, I
He's
don't really. I should have the spot. I don't have the Spotify. I'm just on YouTube, and they only
yeah,
play a few clips. I like Joe Rogan, but they only play a few clips once in a while, and I don't have the Spotify. I'm I should,
yeah,
because I do like it. But you know what is? It does take time. What I used to like. I don't know if Spotify does this, but I know what I used to like about Joe Rogan was, let's say he would do a 3 hour part with Mike
yeah,
Tyson or Elon Musk or something.
yeah.
He had a clip. He had a clips channel, so
Mm-hmm.
you could get 10 minutes of him just talking about one topic. Not a. It's very 3 hours is very difficult. I don't care how you're the most interesting man in the world. I don't care how interesting you are. 3
Yeah.
hour podcasts are like, long.
No, I mean he you know, I watched Joe Rogan, I follow him for a while. He's an interesting dude, you know,
Yeah,
you know, he brings a lot of interesting people on the show, and I respect that. You
yeah,
know,
I like. Yeah,
yeah, Joey's just a funny motherfucker, man. I really enjoy a funny motherfucker, honestly, because to me, if you can laugh at yourself, you can self-defecate
yeah,
about yourself. You to me,
yeah,
you show me signs of characteristics that I can relate to, and for me, relatability in this space right here, especially reselling space. If you can be
sure.
able to just self-defecate on yourself, talk about yourself, and laugh at yourself,
Yeah,
you're my kind of guy.
I
You know
agree.
what I mean? I just
Yeah,
because a lot of people they're too fucking stiff, and it's just
and
you know
they
you
take
never laugh
themselves
at
too
yourself.
seriously.
You take yourself too serious. For me, I can't believe you. You know, I don't like that shit,
Yeah,
man. You know, I like originality. I like people who are themselves. That's why for me, I liked you because you were a draw to me because it was like fuck it, it's fucking 3 o'clock in New York. I'm going out here to Taco Bell and I'm doing my fucking thing. You know, I don't give a fuck what nobody cares. I don't know. I don't care what nobody says. You know, but
you would like
I
this
am
one guy.
original. Who? Don't say
There's one
Leroy.
guy you would like. Well,
Don't, don't say Leroy.
wait, wait, which
Now
Leroy
Leroy's
are
a
you
good
talking
dude though.
about?
No. I'm
Oh,
talking
the
blood, sweat, and tears. This is blood, sweat,
our
blood.
Leroy or the I thought you were talking about the Leroy from the movie. Um,
No,
no,
Leroy. No, but he's a
no,
cool
yeah,
mother.
Leroy's
Leroy,
good, right?
blood, sweat, and tears. He's really knowledgeable. He's from he loves Pittsburgh. He's not from Pittsburgh, but he has a Pittsburgh Steelers
That's
and shit all
that's the
along.
problem is that I don't watch enough of his videos, so I get confused. Like I watch
Yeah,
him once in a while, so it's weird because, like he says, he's got Pittsburgh. So I don't know. Like you said, he's not from Pittsburgh. I remember him saying that he was from Rhode Island, and then he's from like
yeah,
South Carolina, then North Carolina. So it's like kind of hard to keep up. I'm like, I really don't know your story because you kind of
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you don't have an
Very,
origin story. So,
very
but
knowledgeable
there's a
guy
guy
though.
who, if you
Very
like
knowledgeable
Sopranos
guy.
and Italian American culture, if you like that, there's a
Yeah.
guy his in real life. His name is Curtis Sliwa, and uh he actually battled the mafia back in the 1990s. You know, he has an organization called the Guardian Angels where they go
Oh
into
yeah,
different cities where you heard of them?
I heard of yeah, I heard about them. Yeah, yeah.
So, but
Guardian
he has
Angels.
a radio. Yeah, he has this organization, and he also has the radio show in New York City, and he does he's hilarious. All the mannerisms
Yeah.
and stuff like that. You like that kind of culture. But of course he's the opposite, you know. He was the one he was shot. I'm sure you probably heard of John Gotti. He was a gangster back in the 90s.
Yeah, John Gotti. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not part of
Yeah,
the Gambino family though.
yeah, he
I don't
was
think.
John Gotti is
Yeah,
Gambino.
yeah, he was. He
So,
was Gambino. Yeah.
so
Very
he
familiar with him.
one of his goons, see this guy Curtis Lewa had a radio show,
Hmm.
and you know he would talk about what's going on in the streets and stuff like that, you know, who's moving, you know, on a regular radio show, like who, you
Yeah.
know, who's connected to who and this and that. And they sent one of his goons and they shot him, and
Hmm.
he ended up living. Obviously he's still alive now. This was like 25
Yeah.
years ago. So
Nice.
that's why, like, he always tells the stories like, look, I've been shot already 6 times, you
Yeah.
know, like nobody's gonna, because now he's old, now he's like 70 years old. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
look,
Well, you well because then you get into the Iceman, right? What's the guy that told on all of them? Uh,
well,
Billy is
I
his
just
name?
listened to an interview with another gangster, like another. There's a guy named Michael Frances, who was like another guy who was in the mob years ago, and he kind of says that the Iceman is fake because he
Mm.
says what happened. I don't, like you said, I don't know about
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
but what
Exactly.
he said, this guy, he's because what happens is the Iceman said he did hits for the mob and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
basically this other mafia guy, basically from the old days, from the 90s and 80s, said that the guy is kind of fake, and a lot of people do this, that they were like they're already going to jail for life. Like guy like
Right.
so like that guy the Iceman, they have interviews, so you watch the interviews with him, but those interviews are in prison, you know?
Mm.
So like people they interview him, like he admits to murders that he probably never even did because like the guy's already doing life. So he might as
Right.
well make his story sound more exciting than it is, you know. But like I said, this is just, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Obviously, I can't confirm
Nice.
anything.
Well, Krillin, listen,
So
man. We got Tobias coming on. I wanted to get you on for 30 minutes. I got you on for 30 minutes. It's quick. Went by
okay,
quick, didn't it? But we rode over. We
yeah,
about
man.
33. You're always welcome on the fucking show, man. I'm gonna run these constantly. Um,
Hmm.
I love you, man. I'm a fucking fan, bro. For real. You've been in the game a while. Tell the people how long you been in the game, Krillin.
Yeah, well, I probably it's probably my fifth or sixth year.
Right.
You know, I started when I was working another job, and this was like my side gig, just like a lot of other people, you know. And
Right.
then I kind of like got let go of my job, kind of,
Right. Right.
and
Right.
I
Right.
said, you know what, I'm just gonna, you know, because they wanted me to work more hours. I was
Right.
doing this as a side gig, and then I had my other job. They wanted me to work more hours, and at the same time, I was going to college. So
Okay.
I was like, you know what, I wanted to finish I never did my finish my college degree when I was a kid. So I'm like, you know
Right.
what, I want to finish it up now, and here we are.
That's
All
what's
right, so
up,
you got
man.
your guy coming in. You have another guy coming in now. I'll jump in
Yeah,
the
we got
chat
the other
then.
guy. We got the other guy coming in. You're welcome to come in. I'm gonna go ahead and send him the link. Come in the chat.
All right.
Yeah, Tobias. He's a young guy. He's a little older. He's a little older than you and me. I mean, he's a little younger than me and you. But
Really?
he's real. He's fascinating. The guy's a hustler. He's on. I think he's out of Ohio, and
Okay.
does Funko Pops. He's doing his thing. He's been doing his
Oh,
thing
okay.
for a while. Young guy, you
Okay.
know. So yeah,
All
you
right.
good, man.
So let me jump out. I'll talk to you. Thank
All right.
anytime, brother. You know where to get me.
Yeah, appreciate you, Bobby. Anytime, brother. All right, guys, we're waiting on Upstate picks. You ready, man? Let's go. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Misha, Carissa, Derek. Derek, I appreciate you, man. Coming through. Yeah, this young hustlers, man. Young hustler channel. We're trying to get people out here that kind of get you guys familiar with people and you know, hey, 30 minutes with Krillin was great. You guys heard his story. So all right, let me see. Let me try to get Upstate in there. Upstate gonna make you work for him though. That's one thing about him. He's gonna make you work double time. Let's see. Yeah, he's gonna make it work. How you guys doing though? I appreciate you, Sonny. Sonny, I appreciate you, man. I gotta get you on the show pretty soon, brother. I appreciate you, man. Someone say Funko Pops. Yeah, Sonny, I got Tobias. I sent him out the link. Hopefully he jumps in here. Um Young kid out of South Carolina. Um yeah, he was one of the first ones to reach out to me. Really inspirational guy. So let's see if I'm able to get him on. He's just very knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable. I got Misha over here talking about she is having coffee and editing drafts. That's the way to go. All right, that's what I'm talking about, Drake. Doing good, bro. I'm enjoying my Goodwill bin hauls. That's what I'm talking about. That's beautiful. It is beautiful. I just applied for Whatnot today. I was inspired. I seen Paul, sports Philly guy, sports flipping guy. Paul, what did I say? Paul Philly guy. Paul sports guy. He got on, so I'm gonna try my luck. See if I can get on there, guys. So here he is, guys. With no further ado, we got my boy, Tobias.
Yo,
What's
what's
going
up, bro?
on, man? It's been a long time coming, brother.
I know, bro.
It's been a long
Hey,
time, man.
how's my mic? How's my mic?
You're perfect, brother.
Hold on, I gotta fix this
Oh,
echo.
you got a little echo. You got a little echo. You got a little echo.
Hey, how's my mic? Yeah, it's because I got the stream out. Give me a second.
Yeah, you got the little string right now.
Here we are. All right, how about now?
Great.
Yeah, man. What's up, dude? I was in the chat, man. I didn't mean to make you send it to my email, but
No, that's all right.
Instagram. That's my bad, bro.
Yeah.
But, dude, it's so good to be
doing,
on here,
man?
bro. I've been looking forward to this for so long, and I remember you had 22 subscribers, and I don't know how I found you, bro. I don't know how I found you, but I found you, and I remember I was like, you have this I don't know if it's charisma, but you just like, I don't know, there's certain people you meet, and obviously we haven't met, but like you give off the energy of like someone where you see him and you're like, bro, that dude makes me. When I watch your videos, I was like, bro, that's a good ass dude right there, and I just enjoyed your content and everything. So dude, it's an honor to be here, bro. But yeah, man, like I said, your energy and your charisma is like, that's what separates you from other resellers, I think, bro.
Likewise, brother.
A lot of people, they're just, my name's Robert. I sell on eBay, Poshmark, and it's like, it's none of that really matters at the end of the day, you know.
It doesn't, man. You know, I mean, it's like I was just talking about Krillin. You know, as much slack as this motherfucker.
He's even drinking
as much
water.
slack as this motherfucker gets. Krillin is very knowledgeable. He has a ton of fucking experience, man. And it's like, I really appreciate a motherfucker who can just really, it's self-defecating, right? Because you're talking about yourself in a way that, you know, you can make fun of yourself, man. And that's so original because nowadays it's like everybody's just like, I'm gonna follow this script, and you know, and it's like, come on, man. You know,
and that's one of the things I realized,
that, man.
Yeah,
I can't.
When I first started YouTube, and that's the thing. When I first started YouTube, I realized, I didn't want to swear a lot, but I swear, like in my videos, I try not to swear, and I don't swear. Yeah. But in every day, if you know me, I swear all the time. So that's
you're a fucking sailor.
Yeah, right. It's pretty bad. But I didn't want to swear, and I wanted to make videos that not necessarily were good videos, but I wanted to make videos that I wanted to make. And I think that's the number one thing you could do as a reseller if you have a YouTube channel, is you don't even have to have a YouTube channel. There's a lot of people who think like if you're a reseller, you have to have a YouTube channel. You have to be Harry Tornado. You know what I mean? Like, just be yourself and be unique.
Exactly. And like don't follow a mode of reselling, and let's not get it convoluted with the stamp of what a reseller is in this business. That's not cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, it's hard, but when you first started, who were some of the resellers that you were watching? Like, what were some of the ones you were like on 24 hours watching?
I would say I wasn't on 24 hours, but I would say Cincinnati Picker.
CP.
Yeah, he's awesome. And just the way, because I just turned 24. My birthday was the January 6th. So I think today's the 8th. So I started reselling. I'll get into my story of how I started reselling because it's a fascinating story, but it's a story that's relatable, you know. Long story short, got fired from my job, had no car, had no money. I probably had $50 in my bank account, and I was like, yo, I got to make some cash. I don't know what to do. And no, I've never sold drugs. I've never done anything illegal. So my thought was, what can I do? So I went to the Salvation Army, and that Salvation Army is in one of my videos, but I went to the Salvation Army and I just started snapping pictures of all the inventory in the store. And I found like 5 Patagonia hoodies in there. Sold one the same day for $50. And ever since then, I've just been like, all right, here we go. This is what I'm going to do. And so that's how I started. But I would say Cincinnati Pickers,
CP.
Harry Tornado. I live in South Carolina, so I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
I live in South Carolina, so and yeah, it says a champ. That's from Conor McGregor, but no, I live in South Carolina. I live about like 30 miles from, or not 30 miles, 30 minutes from where he's at. So I kind of just naturally found his videos, but now I'm kind of into not really reselling channels, but more of like real estate, vending machines, and getting into just more more things other than reselling. That's really my focus that I want to kind of tackle in 2022 is reselling. You don't want to just limit yourself to one thing, and that's definitely one of my goals.
I tell people all the time, I do reselling as a platform for things that I also want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not just something that I'm just gonna pigeonhole myself into a lifetime of eBay. That's not why I'm here. I'm an entrepreneur at the end of the day. I do this shit because I want to jump into other avenues. There's a lot of other things that I would enjoy doing other than, sitting home and doing eBay. First and foremost, I like to travel. And I love to. One thing about eBay is that you can easily travel with this. You can take this shit anywhere. I mean, Prison of Profit.
The freedom is something that you want. Once you get that freedom, and like I said, someone broke into my house while my kids were at home, and I left my job, and I got fired for that. So people who work 9-to-5 jobs, I don't think they realize the amount of freedom you can unlock for yourself. I like to call it like self-liberation, because for me, I'm like straight out of college, dropped out of college, and I'm like, man, I got a baby on the way. What am I gonna do? And all this seems like so negative, but then you really like, well, really, I could just be a reseller and make 80 grand a year and do whatever I want, like every single day. That's one thing I'm proud of. Every single day since my daughter's been alive, she's about to be 2 in about 2 weeks. I haven't worked a single day, and even like 6 months before that. So I think the time I give with my daughter.
How old are you?
I'm 20. I'm 24. Young, right? Just turned 23.
24.
Or no, I just turned 24. I was 23. Yeah.
There you go, guys. Fucking this guy's young as fuck out here getting his money.
Hey, bro, listen. The number one thing I could tell people was about age is really, there's really no excuse. If you have access to the internet, you really don't have an excuse. And my friend Joel Wireman, he's in the chat right now. I think he's in the chat. He may say Heston.
Okay.
He wants to be a reseller. He works at a shitty job. He hates it. And I made him come on this stream to watch this stream to talk about why he should do it. And yeah, so that's really the main point I want to get across is cut all the bullshit. Like whatever's going on in your life, I think the number one thing you can do is do what you love to do and somehow find out a way to make money doing that. And guess what I love to do? Not have a boss. So this kind of happened naturally for me. It didn't happen. It's not like I was like, I want to do that,
Yeah.
And I think it's probably not the most convenient way things can work out, but it definitely worked out.
No, exactly. I mean, it sometimes it doesn't. I mean, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not gonna be easy. A lot of people think that
hell no.
You jump into this reselling game and it's a flip. You live by the flip, you die by the flip. But listen, man, there's some shit in this game that you don't want to be living on. And if you're watching the wrong motherfucker, I'm gonna tell you something. You're gonna hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're not, versatile, if you're not mixing it up, if you're not learning from different people in the whole game, you're gonna be hurt, man. And you're gonna find your feelings very hurt behind these YouTubers because a lot of them are not telling you that, the way they're getting it is really the way they're getting it. You know what I mean? Like they're not doing
that's one thing
what they're doing.
I remember we talked about that a long time ago. We talked about replenishable sourcing and how I talked about like what's the number one way to wholesale items and what's the way that people sell on Amazon. And, it's kind of a touchy subject because people don't want to dabble in talks of like what their products are, where they get them from. Now, look, I just got this today. This is a whole thing. This is a whole bag of clothes from Goodwill. And there's no excuse for you not to be able to do this. You know what I mean? This is just a bag of clothes. We got about $40 worth of stuff here. And this is 22 t-shirts. And took me about 30 minutes looking through them, and we're gonna list it on eBay. But yeah,
So tell the people a little bit more or less what platform you sell mostly on Macari, right?
yeah, and I would recommend if you're gonna, I wouldn't recommend anyone do what I do, because at a very early point, I got banned from Macari. So basically, the way my shit's set up now is that I have to basically use my family members' names and then put my tax information in. It's a whole bunch of hoopla. But Macari, you can only have one account. I didn't know that, and I got banned. So my girlfriend has an account. Stepson has an account. My mom has an account. So what I would recommend people do is, if you have a Macari account, do not underestimate the power of electronics, video games, Funko Pops. I got an entire row right here. I really love Funko Pops because it's something
Funko Pop King, man, boy.
Listen. People don't understand. People just don't understand. It's so crazy. It's just a piece of plastic. I mean, this is a piece of plastic, but I'm telling you, I've made $40,000 off of just these little things in a year. Just these, you know what I mean? So it's like,
that's beautiful, man. That's fucking
so
beautiful.
When people niche down, though, I would say this though is, like you were talking about earlier, you don't want to. You don't want to. You know what I mean? You don't want to go so narrow to where you're only buying like one certain thing. You want to be versatile, and that's why I have so much stuff.
Right.
There's a huge shelf over there full of. I mean, it's not a death pile, but there is some older stuff. But we have probably $10,000 worth of stuff to sell, and it just keeps coming and going, and that's really what I do. Yeah.
Shout out to Sonny. He goes hearing people getting banned wakes you up more and more, and you have just to have can't have just one platform, and that's totally true.
That's so huge, man.
Remember we talked about that. Remember we talked about how you can move kind of like, you don't have to move everything necessarily on eBay, but you want to be able to move. You know what I mean? Because you never know, man. You never know.
Yeah, you put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah. I'm one of my partners down here got Vero. He made a whole video on it. He's like, I got Vero. I'm banned. I can't even list. And I'm like, you dead. You know that if that's how your main support is, then you really dead. And that's why I tell people, I even applied today for Whatnot.
That's a great way to get authentic items.
And it's like you gotta be authentic to sell on it. That's one thing I like. And it's an auction style, which is a little different, but you make time for it and you get some shit gone that you had listed. That's, for me, I had to get the storage unit. That can't pay for itself. I gotta make moves, man,
that made me proud to see you do that, man. Like, I think one thing that I can say about myself is that if I care about you, it may be behind the scenes, but if I care about you and I see you do well, you want people who are they help you celebrate. They're not envious of you. And like when I saw you get that storage unit, I was like, bro, that's I don't have a storage unit because I use my bedroom as one, and I hear a lot of shit for that from my girlfriend all the time. But to see you get that storage unit, I was like, man, you're really going out there and committing yourself. And anytime someone does that,
you heard that, Tobias.
Honorable.
You heard me when I said that. I told people, I said, hey, shout out CP, he just subscribed to me. Thanks, CP. I told people in the beginning of my journey, I told people one of my goals was to cross off my goal right there for the end of the year of 2021 was to catch me a storage unit. I was living out of my dining room area, and people can go back and watch my videos. It's been a journey, guys. It's a struggle to move the merchandise that I had here, to open it up and now move it into a storage unit. Man, it was a struggle, man. It took me long. It took me some time. But again, I had to be able to pivot. It wasn't I watched one YouTuber and I'm stuck on one niche or 2 or 3 niches, because it hurts. At the end of the day, it's going to hurt you. So you'll have to snap back. Eventually you'll snap back and you'll come to reality, and you'll be like, there's no way I can just sell on one platform. There's no way I can just sell one niche or 2 or 3 niches. I mean, you don't want to be too wide. Like I was telling Krillin before. You don't want to be too wide, because then what happens, just like he was saying, you become bogged down, and you're doing too much research. You're doing 2 or 3 hours on one item, and then to get it listed, you're taking almost all day just to get it listed. You know,
Yeah.
so
And
yeah,
I
you
would
want
say
to get
one
it.
thing. Yeah, go ahead. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, with the Funko Pops, people don't realize that, like, a lot of people don't actually understand anything could be collectible. But I don't just sell Funkos, and the reason why I love to sell Funkos is because I also like to collect them. But there's some that you can get at Hot Topic and other stores and online. It's just like sneakers. When new sneakers come out, that resale game is absolutely insane. But if I was just to sell Funko Pops, I would be shooting myself in the foot. There's so many other things. And if you go back and watch one of my videos, I think this is
I've
very
seen that.
important. I went to my local flea market, and I literally just walked up to this person and I was like, "Hey, let me set up a table at your booth." And she was like, "Yeah, sure." So I set up my booth.
I've seen that.
Or I set up a table with fun. I made like $200 in like 2 days, and
Yeah.
I ended up not even going there. I ended up just leaving my shit there and just letting her sell it, keep 20%, and I was just making bank. And like, if I would have lost Macari and eBay, that's another avenue you can make money on. So don't close the door on yourself.
Man, I seen that, man. That was a beautiful thing. I said, and when I seen that video, I said, this dude here
I
has
finessed her
potential.
hard, bro. I had to get that spot. I got it for free too. But she was super nice, and her family was so loving, bro. But I had to finesse that little table spot. It's like $300 a month for a booth there, and she had an inside booth with AC. I said, "Oh my god, I gotta get something here." And
oh man,
yeah,
with the AC in the booth too. Wow, that's
dude,
nice.
When that
man.
shit doesn't work though, it gets hot. It's like Iraq in there, man. It gets hot as hell.
Yeah.
It's like
For
Afghanistan.
sure. Yeah, for sure, man. I mean,
Yeah.
hey, I feel you, man. I when I seen that video, I said this dude is on his way. I really like your style, the way you photograph things, the angle you use with the GoPro, all that, man. Because I really honestly believe that you moving with that camera and telling your story means as much as you telling your story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it is your story. You're
sitting there,
literally documenting
exactly.
it.
But you get some guys, and it's like they got the camera in front of them, and they're stiff as a fucking rock, man. And it's like, God, you come on, motherfucker, move around. I want to hear you, joking and jiving. I want to hear you over here talking to somebody, finessing, telling your story.
Yeah.
Like the camera's not even there. Like I want to feel like the camera's not there, so I can feel like I'm in that place. Some people want to feel like I can relate.
Some people are really good at that.
You know what I mean? And so some people are just
I watch some people's. I watch your videos too when you go to these garage sales, and I remember you were. It was a video where you were talking about like the little kids golf clubs. You didn't know like if you should get them or not.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
I should have got those.
Finesse people all the time though. and then you're like he wanted 10 but he didn't get it. That's the best part. It's because it's like really.
Man.
And
raw,
I
man.
want to talk about something though that people. I had a crazy experience, and I got to talk about this. So, I buy Funko Pops, and we get like exclusive pops that people want. And I've got a lot of shit for people talking about like being a flipper and being a reseller. And look, so we went to a Hot Topic. So my girlfriend got she got 2 pops like 2 days before. Right. So I go there the next day and I get denied service. And she's basically saying I buy shit in bulk and flip it online. So she found my YouTube channel and knows I'm a reseller and wouldn't sell it to me. So,
wow.
I wanted to ask you, have you ever had any things like that where people know you're a reseller? So they realize you're buying it to make money. So they just kind of, I don't know. There's this little irky feeling people get about that.
No, but in a way, here's my thing. When I'm at the yard sales and I'm at the garage sales, I'm telling them like it is, man. Look, this sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I break the ice and I say, hey, look, I'm a reseller. I'm gonna tell you straight up, I'm a reseller. If you're not okay with that, let me know. But if you are okay with that, you know what I mean? Because I've had a guy one time, I didn't put it, I actually didn't even edit this, but I had a guy who tell me, oh no, I sell on eBay all the time and his camera's worth this. And I just opened the eBay app on him. And I was like, look, let me show you. Guy, you're not right. That camera's
That's
not worth
awesome.
that much. And he was like, oh, so you're a reseller? And I said, yeah, I'm a reseller. And he goes, well, you know what? You're right. You know, I bought it on Craigslist. Let me tell you something. I said, oh, now the truth comes out. You bought it on
Yeah.
Craigslist and you got
Yeah.
burnt. And now you're trying to offload it on me on eBay prices, but I'm an eBay reseller. Let me tell you something. It's not worth it because the sell-through rate, it doesn't show. It's horrible. And he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you're right. Well, let me show you something in here. And I'm like, all right. But, you know, sometimes you get those people and, it is what it is. And at the end of the day, if you can't make a deal, because I'm all about the bargain. When I say happy hunting, happy bargain, because if you can't be happy with the price that you just paid, you're probably not bargaining. You know what I mean? Or you're probably not spending what you feel is right for you. Because me, I'm a spendthrift, man. When it comes to this game, when it come out here, we're at these yard sales, you know, people lollygag, yeah, it's just $15, it's $20. But you got to understand, some people are on eBay actively at the yard sales and like, yeah, it's $50. I'm like, $50? You got everything out here liquidating. You liquidating everything.
That's one thing that bothers me.
And you got this one thing for $50 or $100 or whatever. And it's like, are you really trying to move it?
The one thing that bothers me the most is when you go to eBay. My daughter's going crazy.
Yeah, I hear you. Mine too. I got her.
So I got my door locked, and she's got her arm ripped through the door. But yeah, one thing that irks me the most is when I went to a thrift store that was eBay comping stuff at the register, and I'm like, when the fuck did you become eBay? Like, if I knew you were eBay, I wouldn't come here. You're a fucking thrift store. You get all your shit for free. Can I get a fucking deal? That's what I was thinking to myself. I'm like, bro, like, what is going on with this? Is 2022, and
hey, the Goodwills out there. It's 2022. The Goodwills out there are fucking resellers. Let's just put it out there.
Yeah, this wasn't even a Goodwill. This was a fucking church back of the wall. Like, it was. Yo, you should see my girl's face when she eBayed that motherfucker.
I heard somebody on somebody's channel talking about, man, you guys are over here complaining about Goodwill prices and all this and all that. You know,
I made a whole video on that shit.
And I'm like, yeah, I mean, if that's your budget, then that's cool. But look, I'm calling it like it is. A duck is a duck. If you charging me $100 for some Jordans that are beat up, it's not happening. It's just not happening.
Yeah, I made a whole video into that, and I got a bunch of backlash. You know, I don't like political shit because, and I couldn't help myself. Because I went to a Goodwill in Charlotte that had fucking Nintendo 64s, Xbox 360s. It was a store. I can't make this up. It was a gaming store that was solely Goodwill employees, and all their shit comes from Goodwill donations. And I mean, they had $1,000 games. Like one game, like that. Like they had a sealed Nintendo 64 Zelda. They had so much shit, and I was like, "Where did you guys get this?" And they're all like, "Oh, these all come from Goodwill donations." And I'm like, well, that kind of makes sense. You know, they were selling a broken Wii that doesn't turn on for $80. like, bro, you look it up on eBay, and that's the thing though. They check the price on eBay. They're like, oh, that's $80. But like, in your area, in like a rural area, a Nintendo Wii is not worth $80. Where maybe if you're in Atlanta and you're in a huge city, someone's willing to pay that. You know, so that's kind of what you got to take into consideration. And it's bullshit, definitely. But it is what it is. You gotta.
It is what it is. You know, you navigate, and it's a jungle out here for resellers, man. It's
it's not always that bad. It's always,
It's always bad. You go to the flea market. You can always, go to the flea market. You can go
exactly. There's always ways that you can. Store. Yeah. But I would say this though: if you find thrift stores, I have a thrift store in my area called Brown Roof. I'm giving them. They should pay me to say this, but
hey,
because I don't want to say it for free. But basically, they have price tags, but they allow me. I go in there like maybe 5 times a week. They allow me to negotiate prices, and I'll be like, hey, I bought a PlayStation 2. They wanted $20. I said, hey, I don't know if it's tested. Will you do $5 for it? And she's like, yeah, sure. You know, all they could say is no. So unless you don't want to get your ego hurt or your feelings, I mean, at the end of the day, you're there to make money. Nothing else matters. Obviously, you want to be a good person, but when you're doing a reseller, I don't give a shit if it's a, piggy bank with whatever on it. You know, it doesn't matter what you're
Yeah.
selling. As long as you're making money on it, that's the end goal.
That's all that
And
matters, man. That's all that matters. I tell people that all the time. You know, I try to get stuff as cheap as possible, but you know, obviously, you know, recently, like I even been jumping into high end sneakers, and I tell
that's a
people all the
good one right
time,
there,
like,
man.
you know, if you got a solid foundation, a solid base of shit, you know, that you're just you know, averaging out and you're selling on a consistent basis,
That's the key
jumping
right
into
there.
something, jumping into something like high end, spending a little bit more money because you want to avoid the fucking Goodwills for once. You know, maybe you want to avoid the fucking, you know, the local thrift that's gone up in prices because of inflation and shit like that. You know,
Yeah.
they're trying to make a buck now, and I understand because, you know, at the end of the day, you crack the whole nutshell down, and it comes to inflation, right? When you're paying fucking $4 or $5 worth of gas, what do you expect? You go to a Goodwill, what do you expect?
Yeah, and it all
People
takes in,
not
and
people
it's all
people not to
it's
raise their
everywhere. Everyone
prices.
feels that.
It's
Yeah,
everywhere. I mean, even
yeah, it's
bread,
fact.
eggs. You're paying. I was paying like $2-3. You know, 2-3 years ago for a loaf of bread. Now you're paying $5 for a loaf of bread. Everything's going up. So
And
you know,
yeah, and it's obvious. And one thing I
like
would say to that is, yeah,
like I'm gonna
it's felt
say this
hard.
with Roman Anytime Pickers. What's up, Roman? He said, I told one reseller at a Goodwill today to stop grabbing shit like crazy. He told me that he is collector and resells sometimes.
Yo, is that Roman right there from
That's
Cleveland?
Roman, man. That's Roman
Yo,
from
that's my
Cleveland.
boy, man. He is, dude. He is so funny. He's one of my dude. He's definitely one of my favorites for sure. But no,
I
I
fuck with
agree with
Roman.
what you're saying. Yeah,
No,
he's
yeah,
fucking cool.
exactly.
But dude, one thing I will say that I think everyone should try to, if I could give you any knowledge or anything you could take, try to create a base. And I made a video about replenishables. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to follow that model, but try to create a base income. Any strategy of creating like a base income every single day, try to maintain that level with whatever strategy you want. For
It's a
me, I want to
strategy.
make yeah,
Let's get it clear. Let's clear the area. It's a strategy. You're
yeah,
going
and you
at
can
it as a
modify that any way
strategy.
you want. Yeah,
Modify it.
yeah, you got the San Antonio Spurs running, you know, zone defense. Well, guess what? Steph Curry shows up. He starts banging threes. You got to switch it up. So everyone's different. Everyone has a different method to their madness. And
Yeah.
you know, Roman, his madness is didn't say crazy shit on Instagram, but
We say Roman, hey, Roman say, man, fuck it, man. You know, hey, if you laughing about it,
dude,
it
he gets
must
down.
be funny for you.
I'm from Cleveland, and he lives in my city, so I get jealous.
Yeah.
And I haven't been back since I was a kid. So when I go
want to
up
go
there,
out there, man. I want to go out there with Roman. He shows the discounts at the bargain bins. He's going to the Amazon bins.
bro,
I want to say.
he got
I
some
want to say it's the
Pokemon
Amazon
games
bins.
brand new. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I can't believe he got those Pokemon games. I just bought them for my son for Christmas, and I'm like, this dude paid $2 for them. I've just paid like 120. But you gotta come to South Carolina, bro. South Carolina, man, you got to.
I'm hearing about the thrift out there. I'm hearing about the thrift out there. I'm hearing about the Amazon bins out there with Dante the Prisoner Prophet. He's out there banging them out too.
That was so crazy, man. Because I had no idea Prisoner Prophet, like I guess I talked to him a little bit, and I guess he was visiting family or whatever. I don't want to say too much, but he was in Greenville. I'm in Spartanburg. Greenville's 20 minutes away. But like I was going through like some mental, man, I got super sick, kind of lost all motivation. And that's why being a reseller is the best, is because, you know, I basically went a month on autopilot, didn't do anything. I didn't list anything. Trust me, I didn't make as much as I should have, but I made enough just so everything was good. But I remember he had his event, and I was like, bro, did this dude come down from Michigan into my city and throw an event? And I didn't even go to it. I'm like, damn. But
he did that. He did that.
But yeah, man, it was super cool. And Roman came, dude. Roman was there, bro. I was like, man,
Roman was down there. Roman and NYC Picker was down there. It was like a whole resale rally, I want to say, man. It was a lot of resellers down there, man.
Yeah, it was super cool to see. But
yeah, I mean, I'm hoping. I was thinking about that too today. I said, man, I'm hoping there's another resale rally, man, because I really would like to meet up with a lot of these guys, man. Honestly, because you know these guys have been in the game for a while, man, and to just be in the presence of that, to be able to pick their brain, and just be able to like understand what goes into really all of this shit,
It's not
different,
easy, bro. People make this shit look easy, and it's not easy. But the thing is, if you go into the mindset that something's easy, you're gonna be a bum. Like if you look at the top of the the food chain, you think those people didn't put in hours and hours of work. And I'll give a basketball reference. You think LeBron James, obviously he's 6'8", but you don't think LeBron was in the gym working every single day of his life to get that good? So when you're around those
reputation,
people, when you're around when you're around people who are,
that's what I'm talking about, Sonny. Sonny, I'm
look up to,
Yeah,
those
I'm with that, Sonny. Let's make Texas Together happen in April during the Poteet Festival. I'm with it. I'm with it, Sonny. Let's make that shit happen. I'm
I need
honestly
to come to
with
Texas
it, man.
as well, bro.
Hey, Texas is plentiful. Let me tell you. I told Paul from Philly. I told him straight up. I said, man, look, let me tell you something. The estate sales down here, yeah, they haggle you, but they're fucking plentiful down here.
Dude, I saw you went to
and they offer you free beer.
That was crazy.
Man, they had
how
Tony
much shit
Parker's
did she
mom.
have? Was she? Did he basically just like give her a bunch of money? Was she rich? It looked like a mansion.
She stayed in. You know what's crazy is the community that she stayed in, the neighborhood she stayed in, was not gated. It was a regular average ass community, and it was crazy. What's crazy is you can look online now. He's trying to sell his house a couple of miles up towards like Austin and Bernie. They call it a little county called Bernie. He got a fucking mansion. He got a whole water park in his backyard.
That's crazy.
But his mom stayed in an average ass house, an average ass neighborhood. No fence, no gate, no nothing.
I bet he paid for that shit because I mean that's a Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah, he obviously paid for it. But she didn't really have too much, man. And his room was it was like a little kid's room, man. It was just like a little bobblehead. She had a bunch of Longoria in there, even Longoria. She was trying to hold on to it. She thought she could make a lot of money off of his shit.
Yeah.
But I wasn't buying it.
I saw that video.
I'm not gonna buy that. That's a gimmick. I'm not gonna buy his stuff. His jersey was popular down here. I'm not gonna buy that shit. But somebody but that's the thing. You come out from out of state and you see some shit like that. You're like, oh fuck, that's fucking
Tony Parker's mom, bro.
Yeah, that's his mom, and that's authentic. And I'm gonna pay $1,000 for that jersey.
Hell no. Yeah,
his picture,
yeah, man.
Even Longoria pictures are going for like $100, $200. You're like, I'm not gonna do that.
That's crazy. I mean, for a picture, but yeah, man.
Toby, hey, bro, I appreciate you, man. We've been fucking 30 minutes, man. And
I think we went over, haven't we?
We've been over. I let Krillin go over a little. He was a little late. He's on the New York time. He's really New York.
Yeah, New York, however they do it. Oh, that dude said Long Island.
He's from Long Island.
Yeah, I love the accent. But I think Roman.
We gotta go out there too. We gotta fuck around out there in New York too,
dude.
Man.
I want to travel, dude. I want to go. I want to go to Florida. I go to Florida a lot, but I want to go to Texas. I want to go to Pennsylvania, Ohio, and also Roman. He said something in the chat.
Roman, he said it was funny. It was fun, Toby. I didn't drink that much there.
Yo,
you can say that in his voice too.
He was like, we did not drink much there, or something like that. But yeah, hey, listen, Mike, I just want to shout out my Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, what they doing though, man? What they doing?
Hold on, I'm a huge Browns fan. I just want to say, I was pounding my desk. I don't even want to comment on it. I'm so fucking mad about it, but yeah.
What happened was, what's the
quarterback's name? Bro, that's what we need. Bro, we need a new
What's the quarterback's name? What's the quarterback's
name on
it?
Baker Mayfield.
This is the problem. Mayfield, he's a great fucking quarterback. But he had some fuck ups. It's okay. He's still young. He's healthy.
We got a horrible coach. We got a horrible system.
Yeah,
it would be like if Dak Prescott was running with 3 tight ends the entire game, no receivers. Cooper Kupp on the Rams, he has more receiving yards than the entire Browns team. One player. So it's like,
yeah. Yeah,
But
and then
yeah,
you
Roman,
traded your boy out. You traded your boy out to what's his name?
man, Odell was trash with us, but I mean, it is what it is. He was trash, but that's
Yeah.
because we run a system. But yeah,
But
man.
hey,
Hey,
look, you got
listen.
your neighbor. You got your neighbor in there. Joe Burrow's in there. Cincinnati. You got your neighbor in there. Fuck
No,
it.
no. Joe
Them guy-
Burrow
and-
is. Yo, you could
hey,
cut
but those
this
guys
out.
are young though. Those guys are
You're gonna cut
young.
this out, bro. But Joe Burrow is a bitch. Like, cut that out.
Oh
Joe
man,
Burrow.
stop
Nah,
it.
no. Hey, listen. I don't hate the man. I hate he's in my division. That's all. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
we got the Browns beat Cincinnati every
You
single
know what
year.
happened? You know what happened with me? Let me tell you the story real quick. You know what happened
Go
with
ahead,
me?
go ahead.
I was listening to Gary V. He was saying, "Hey, look, a lot of guys are jumping into the car." This is back like 6 months ago. He said a lot of guys are jumping into the car game, like football cards and basketball cards.
Yeah.
He goes, "You know what I did? You know what I did? I went out there and I took a chance and I gambled." He goes, "I don't really gamble." He goes, "I don't really gamble on, like card slots and shit. Like I gamble on football players and basketball players." He goes, everybody's talking about Joe Burrow. He might not have nothing because he just came back from major knee
I think
surgery.
he
He might be
reconstructed
trash.
his entire knee. Yeah.
Whole fucking reconstructed his whole knee. And
Yeah.
you know what I did? I said, you know what? I'm gonna go fucking take a gamble. You know what I went? I went to go buy 3 of his panorama rookie cards. That let me tell you, since he hit now, from like 6 months ago, I got them for $4 a piece. Those fucking cards that jumped $20 a pop.
Yeah, that's crazy. And dude, if you hold on
Those
to
fucking
them,
cards are jumping 20 right now, bro.
yeah.
I'm like, fuck, dude, just hit the fuck. I'm not a fucking Cincinnati fan, but you know what? Let's go,
it's all
bro.
about the money, man. Let's go. That's what we're here for,
Let's go, baby. So
Yeah.
hey, one piece of advice, man, you can leave the people, man. Tobias, what do you want to leave them, man? What do you want to leave them? Before I tell everybody to go sub to Tobias, go sub to Upstate Pickers.
That was gonna be my advice. Now, one thing I would say, okay, here's a number one thing I would say, other than him calling Mayfield a crybaby. Only when his wife tells him to cry. Hey, listen, I'm not gonna talk about Cleveland shit anymore because it just pisses me off. But the one thing I will say though is, we're in a new year, but you're still the same person. So it doesn't really matter what fucking year you're in or what you set out for yourself. You have to make your visions, your dreams, your goals. You have to make that happen by doing actions. So stop visualizing your dreams and just do them. And I say that not in a condescending way, but I say that in a way to motivate myself every day. Don't sell yourself short by saying, man, I could have done this. I could have done this. No, you need to figure out what does it take to do that and then do it. And those two things right there, if you just put your nose down and grind, you'll get to where you want to be at. And that's kind of all I have to say, because that's really the best advice I could tell myself. So that's what I tell myself.
Tobias,
Yeah.
Beautiful, man. I appreciate you blessing our chat, man. You're welcome here any fucking time. I love you, man. You're my brother from another mother. I gotta get the blonde hair like you,
bro. Listen, I'm gonna shave my head in a couple weeks, so I'll look like a damn skinhead. But
I'm there with you, brother. I appreciate you blessing the chat.
Yeah.
You're welcome back anytime. We're gonna have more of this shit.
Dude, it's a blessing to come on here, bro. I was so excited, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with my channel in the future, or if I should start doing lives. But yeah, Roman, I'm not watching that game. We're fucking done. I'm not watching that shit. But I may do some lives. I may have you come on and then kind of reverse the roles.
And we love you, man. We love that you back. We know you had a mental.
Bro, I had to come back, dude. Like it was a pause.
I'm fucking proud of you, man. I really am. Because I'm telling all my people around me, I'm saying, man, Tobias is really he is to me the raw form of fucking South Carolina, man. This motherfucker is the raw form of South Carolina, man. He's coming at you motherfuckers at Goodwill, reselling. He's coming at you guys, man. And I'm letting them know.
Yeah, I feel like Harry Tornado's, like, I believe in God and I'm a Christian, but Harry Tornado's the respectable person to watch. If you want to watch someone who doesn't give a fuck, then I guess you should watch me. But like I said, hey bro, thanks so much for having me on. And like,
I appreciate you,
I said,
Tobias. I love you, man.
Last thing I'll say, bro, is like, if you're not subbed to his fucking channel right now, I'm gonna find your IP address and I'm gonna slap you in the face. So if you don't hit the, but not only do you hit the sub button, you hit the little bell notification and you click turn the notifications on. So anytime AR drops a live stream with me on it, you know what I'm saying? You're updated on it. So if you don't do that right now, you're gonna get slapped in the face. So go ahead and do that. But no, dude, for real, man, I really appreciate
I
you
love
having
you,
me on.
man.
And
I love you,
best
bro.
of luck. Hey, I'll talk to you later on Instagram, bro.
For
I'm
sure,
about to
brother.
bounce this studio and get this over with, bro. But hey, really,
Send my
everyone out
blessings to
there.
your family, man. I appreciate you. I love you.
Yeah, bro.
Anytime, brother. I'm
All
here.
right, man. See you, bro.
One. So, guys, there you go. 2 badass resellers. I don't know what more if you guys want from me. I love these lives. You know what to do. You know, hit the like button. We here. We rocking the fuck out. Anytime, any place. You guys want to come to Texas? You guys want to come out to San Antonio? You want to come out here, visit, whatever you guys want to do. I love you guys. And it's been knowledgeable, right? You've got some young resellers, you got some old resellers, you got some people in here who just and throughout the chat, man, it's not just even about us. You guys, you look through the chat, there's some good people in there. I got my boy Roman in here, I got Tommy in here, I got Flipping Sports guys. You guys, if you're not subscribed to these people, go in there and subscribe to these people, man. These people are they bless your game. They bless your game with wisdom and knowledge. Let's not pigeonhole the whole game out, man. It's a beautiful thing. And we got more to come. I got more to come. I'm going to try to bring some heat. I'm going to try to bring some people on here. It's going to blow your fucking minds, guys. You guys are going to be like, whoa, wait a minute. I didn't know AR had this in him. I had some guys. I got my mom in the chat. Shout out my mom's in here. Where's she at? Hey, Mom. I love you too. Got my mom in the chat. I got, real blessed people in the chat, man. I really appreciate everybody. Go subscribe to Bobby, aka Krillin. He's got videos up. He's got all types of videos. He got food videos. He got all types of stuff, guys. I'm gonna try to drop some more videos. I got a video. I'm working on a video that should be dropping pretty soon. Shout out to all the OGs, Craigslist Hunter, CP. If you guys are not watching those guys, go watch them. Go subscribe to them. They will open your mind to some whole another aspect of reselling. It's something that I'm a young guy. I feel like I'm a young guy. Sometimes I feel like I'm fucking old, but sometimes I feel like I'm a young guy. But those guys, they will bless your game. They will bless your game. And they're in here. Shout out Sonny, Las Vegas, another good guy to go sub to. Doing his thing. Got Roman in the house. Roman, hit me up, man. We're gonna try to get you on the show too, brother. I wanna see you. I wanna get you on the show. Roman is a lot of people are sleeping on Roman. Since I've been in the game, I've been watching Roman every week. He's putting out a video and he's putting out what sold. He's got a lot of information. A lot of people's got a lot of good information on here, guys. So yeah, man. Shout out to Sonny. Shout out to MD Picker in the house. What's up, MD? I love watching her. I got a video coming out on some Yeezys. I got some Yeezys. I'm on the search and I'm on the hunt for some Yeezys, guys. I'm gonna give you guys a little sneak peek because, like I said, you gotta layer your store. You gotta layer some things in there. You gotta make some things. You gotta mix it up a little bit. Sometimes it's good to mix it up. Sometimes it's you get to diversify and you're making a little bit more money. You want to try something new. I'm all about vintage. I love my vintage, but sometimes you get into things that you want to diversify a little bit. So, oh man, good show, guys. I'm gonna try to put these on. Look at Tommy. Look, I got some Yeezys, $5. So I'm gonna try to put these on, guys. Maybe every other week. How about that? I'm gonna try to put it on every other week. You guys, let me know. Well, maybe I shouldn't put them on all the time. I do like doing lives. It's very personal. I like doing them. It's hard for me. I got my son in the back. I'm tied up and hagged and gagged and stuff. But he wants to make an appearance pretty soon too. So I gotta put him out there. Derek said I found some Yeezys yesterday at the thrift for $5. I've been hearing a lot about the shoe game, man. That's what I got in my film. Is I've been talking to a lot of high-end sneaker shop owners. And let me tell you guys, I put out something yesterday on my Instagram. If you guys are out here buying these Nikes and these Jordans and you sending them in, I don't know how many videos are out there getting denied, but there's a lot of fakes going on out there. There's a lot of fakes. So I want to talk about the identification process, what eBay has going with the whole identification process, because honestly, StockX, I don't know. Guys. I've been hearing a lot of news about StockX, and I don't know if you really want to jump on the StockX tip, man. So, but yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys. I'm headed out. I'm going to watch this Cowboy game. Hopefully, Derek, Mayfield, I don't know. I don't know about you guys over there in Cleveland, Roman, but we're down here. We're taking care of our business. We're 2022, and it's a beautiful thing, man. I really am enjoying. There's a bunch of fakes. Sonny, it's a bunch of fakes out there, man. And I've been talking to a lot of shop owners lately about that. But we're blessed, man. We're blessed. Tracy says, Cowboys lost. Oh my God! What? I was watching the wrong channel. They lost to Philly. Wow, they freaking lost. I can't believe that. I cannot believe this. Why would the Cowboys lose? Yep. No, they're losing. They're not losing. What is it? It's the second quarter. Cowboys up 17-10. Who said that? Who said the Cowboys are losing? Come on, Kent. Come on, Kent. He said the Cowboys are losing. No, I'm just saying, man. You guys got neighbors, man. You guys got neighbors. Yeah, we hear you, Mom. We know. We on it. I'm watching it right here. Yeah, watch what Scary Tomato buys at this flea market. He's buying table loads of fakes. Oh, I didn't say it. I didn't say it, guys. But I'm just telling you, I want to come with some correct. What I want to do is I want to try to inform people. I'm more of an informer. I feel like I'm more of an informer now in this whole hustle game, because what happens is that people get psyched about the Jordans and the sneakers, and I've seen a lot of people locally. I've been talking to a lot of people locally, and a lot of people are like, yo, yeah, we don't have it right now, and I don't want to give too much away about what I'm going to talk about, but it's a lot of fuckery going around in the sneaker game right now, man. So you got to be careful. Cowboys are winning. That's what I'm talking about, Shay. I don't know what they're talking about. Cowboys are winning right now. You guys, I'm adding you as moderators. You guys go ahead and drop your links in the chat, man, for everybody else too, man. You guys want to. Yeah. She played your ass. I need borrow money from Jerry to invest in more eBay. I need to borrow some money from Jerry to invest in eBay. I feel you, man. I feel you. Ken says he sees the future. I don't know what Ken's talking about, man. I'm telling Ken, I'm like looking at the score right. I'm actually got the game on. I wish I could show you guys. I don't know if you guys what game you guys are watching. Ken said they all die at the end. Tommy said Ken predicts Espin going. He didn't kill himself though. Cowboys should destroy the Birds. Eagles played absolutely no one tonight. But you could say the same thing about Washington. You could say the same thing. You could say the same thing about Washington, man. Tracy Park said www.keekster.com. Guys, you want to go out there? You guys want to check that out? Oh, Kent's making a hard prediction. Should I go to DraftKings right now? I don't know. My state don't let me gamble. My state won't let me fucking gamble. The game is dubbed anyway since they both going to. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I can't get too wrapped off into it, man, because it's. Ken paid the officials to control the score. Ken, you got that money, Ken? Let me find out you got that money. Yeah, did you said it out loud? Yeah, man. I really enjoyed the live, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and head off. I love you guys. Everybody that tuned in, showed out. I appreciate you. I think we're going over to Tommy's here later. If you guys have not subbed to Tommy, go ahead and sub to Tommy. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go talk shit in his live. I love you guys, and so next time, be on the lookout this week. I'm dropping a video. Sneakers alert, informative. I love you guys. Peace, love. We out.